But which ones are they? Welcome with us and look at three more things in WWE that make absolutely no sense. But you know what else makes no sense? The fact that you haven't liked the video or subscribed to the channel yet. So like the video and subscribe the channel to unlock the next part of the video. Are you done? Oh good. Now let's proceed. Number 4. Referees are weak. Referees are of course an important part of any sport. They decide who wins, keep the game running and call fouls and stuff like that. But in WWE, referees are quite different from other sports. While in other sports there will be one referee right in the middle of the action and other referees on the outside overseeing everything. In WWE, despite every kind of cheating known to man happening they only have one referee that's inside the ring. This means that when this referee gets knocked out, nobody is there to oversee the action and wrestlers can just do anything they want. And oh boy, it happens a lot. Normally, WWE has a cowardly heel champion and they have a strong babyface facing the champion who they want to keep looking strong even in defeat. WWE will normally have the referee knocked down so that the heel can use some kind of cheating tactic to defend his title. But the way referees get knocked down is often ridiculous. Now, more often than not, referees will just get knocked down at just the slightest touch, and while sometimes referees may get knocked down after a big move is accidentally or intentionally hit on them, most of the time it's just the slightest touch which knocks down the referees. Now, either the referees are the weakest entity to ever exist, or the wrestlers have some kind of psychic powers that just get activated when they hit the referees, because what the hell is this? Yeah, you can't even pretend the referee was touched. And I know this specific time it was actually a botch, but that's pretty much how it happens most of the time. Another thing that doesn't make sense about WWE referees is that, number 5, the referees have a short attention span. Now, another thing that we see that heels usually use to win their matches is that a heel will usually come down to the ring with a manager or a partner during the match when the opponent has the heel in a pin or a submission. The manager or the wrestler will get on the apron and distract the referee. For some reason, the referee just stops whatever they're doing, talking to the other wrestler. Now, this makes absolutely no sense because shouldn't a referee's number one priority be keeping the order of the match? So why do they stop everything that they're doing just to stop the other wrestler from getting in the ring? I mean, sure, they could get in the ring and interfere in the match, but couldn't the referee just disqualify them for this? Now, WWE has never offered any logical explanation on this, and this is still a very overly used tactic in wrestling, and there seems to be no indication that it will ever stop being used. Number 6. Cameramen are invisible. Now, the reason we are able to watch WWE worldwide, of course, is because of the cameraman, or in the arena during a match, or during a ring promo. It makes sense for the cameraman to be there. In a backstage interview, it also makes sense for the cameraman to be there because what the hell are they being interviewed for? But sometimes during a backstage segment, you find a wrestler talking on the phone or talking to another wrestler, disclosing private information not meant to be heard by anybody, but they will not even acknowledge the presence of the cameraman. I mean, if this information is supposed to be kept private, why is the cameraman allowed to be there? It's as if the cameraman is invisible. Even if they are not disclosing private information, wrestlers will just act as if the cameraman do not exist. Now, the reason for a cameraman to be backstage is usually to film a backstage fight that is about to happen. But in the kayfabe world, they do not know this fight is about to happen. So why are they there anyway? Do they just conveniently happen to appear anytime a fight is about to happen? We will never know. It just makes absolutely no sense. Well, that's gonna have to be it from me today, guys. Those are 3 more things in WWE that make absolutely no sense. Which ones made the least sense to you? Let us know down in the comments. Also give us some new ideas for a video. Otherwise, like and subscribe on the way out, or click this video or click that video, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.